Imagine a world where money grows on trees. Wouldn't that be fantastic? Have you ever paused to ponder such a fantastical world? Let's delve into this imaginary realm. In this whimsical place, every morning would be an adventure, each branch heavy with the weight of crisp, green bills ripe for picking. But alas, we inhabit a reality where currency doesn't sprout from the whimsical boughs of trees. Yet it possesses a unique charm all its own. This charm, or should we say magic, is its ability to act as a conduit, a bridge that connects us to the things we need or desire. This magic is as the fruits of our labor that we trade it for. It's almost mystical, the way it molds itself into whatever we want it to be. And it's been doing this for centuries. You see, long, long ago, before coins clinked our pockets or paper bills rustled in our wallets, people used to trade everything directly. This was the era of the barter system, a simple yet flawed method of trading goods and services where your chickens could be swapped for your neighbor's wheat. But this system had its limitations. What if you had a surplus of apples but needed a warm for winter, and unfortunately, the blanket maker had no interest in your apple bounty? This predicament is where the brilliance of money shines. Money became the universal tool of exchange, a kind of diplomatic middleman. It wouldn't matter if the blanket maker had a distaste for apples, because they would certainly have a taste for money. This tool of trade worked for everyone, everywhere. It unified all goods and services under one universally accepted value. With money in your pocket, you could walk into any store and exchange it for a blanket, a toy, or even a tantalizing scoop of ice cream. It transformed the way we live, opening doors to opportunities and possibilities that barter system could not. And so, in our world where money doesn't grow on trees, the magic of money was born. A magic that has shaped civilizations, sparked innovation, and above all else, made our lives easier and more colorful. Now, money doesn't really grow on trees, so how do we get it? Well, the answer is as straightforward as it can get. We earn it. Just like how industrious bees never cease to buzz around all day, tirelessly collecting nectar from blooming flowers, humans in the same way, engage in various forms of work to earn money. It's quite fascinating if you pause and think about it. And no, it's not just the diligent adults. Even you, yes, you at your tender age can earn money. Now allow your imagination to paint this vivid picture. Your room is a chaotic sight, a mess with toys scattered all over the place. Colorful blocks, stuffed animals, and superhero figures lay strewn across your room's carpet, creating a playful obstacle course of sorts. Your parents, seeing the disorder, offer you a little challenge. They ask you to clean it up, and in return, they promise to reward you with a crisp dollar bill. That's you, right there, earning money through work. Or let's illustrate another scenario. Picture this. It's a sunny day, and the sun is shining down bright and clear. You decide to seize the opportunity and set up a small, charming lemonade stand in your front yard. With a pitcher filled to the brim with homemade tangy lemonade and a stack of plastic cups, you are ready for business. As the day progresses, neighbors come by, attracted by your entrepreneurial endeavor. They buy your lemonade, leaving behind a trail of coins and dollar bills. By the end of the day, you have made more than just a few dollars. You have earned money, and not just that, you have engaged in a rudimentary form of commerce. Earning money can be as simple as doing regular chores around the house, or as creative and innovative as running a small business venture like a lemonade stand. Earning money is not just about hard work, it's about being resourceful, understanding the value of money and learning how to manage it. It's all about putting in a good amount of effort and being smarted. Ultimately, it's about learning to appreciate the value of hard work, creativity, and financial management. So remember, money is earned through hard work and smart decisions. Meet Oliver the Owl. He's wise, not just because he's a species perceived as a symbol of wisdom, but because he has a secret habit. This secret habit is something quite fascinating. It's something that sets Oliver apart from many of his feathered friends. It's something that even we as humans can learn from. Now, you might be wondering what this secret habit is. Well, let's delve a little deeper into Oliver's world and find out. Oliver, like many owls, is an industrious creature. He doesn't shy away from hard work and spends his nights tirelessly hunting for food. Isn't out of the ordinary for owls, as they are primarily nocturnal and can hunt anything from insects to small mammals. But this is not what makes Oliver special. Here's where Oliver becomes different from his counterparts. Instead of consuming all he collects in his nightly escapades, he saves a small part of it. Just think about it for a second. Imagine if you had 10 apples and you decided to save just one. At first glance might not seem like much, but if you saved one apple every day, by the end of the week you'd have 7 apples. A whole week of not having to worry about finding food. This is exactly what Oliver does. He practices the art of saving a little bit each day. But the beautiful part of this story isn't just the act of saving, it's the intent behind it. Oliver doesn't just save for the sake of saving. He saves with a purpose, with a goal. Sometimes that purpose is something deeply desires, like a shiny new object he's had his eye on. Other times, he saves for those unpredictable times when food might be in short supply. By setting aside a little bit each day, Oliver is effectively preparing himself for the future. Oliver's wisdom doesn't stop there though. He also understands the power of time. Much like how a tree sprouts from a tiny seed, his savings grow over time. The concept of compounding comes into play here. The longer he lets his savings grow untouched, the bigger they become. Do you remember the one apple saved each day? If Oliver saves an apple a day for an entire year, he'd have a staggering 365 apples. Quite a feat, don't you think? This is the magic of saving. It's not just about setting aside a portion of what you earn. It's about understanding the power of time and compound growth. It's about being prepared for the unforeseen future. It's also about making your dreams come true. So the next time you get your allowance or earn some money, think about wise Oliver the Owl. Consider saving a little bit of it. You might just be surprised at how quickly it all adds up, and how transformative the simple act of saving can be. And that's Oliver's secret habit: saving. A little saved today can make a big difference tomorrow. So, let us all take a leaf out of Oliver's book and start saving a little bit today for a secure tomorrow. This is Sammy the squirrel. He is an arboreal rodent that's deeply fond of acorns, and he has a curious habit of spending all his money buying them. Sammy is a squirrel with a simple joy in life, the joy of acquiring and savoring acorns. Every time he gets his tiny paws on a shiny coin, he scurries over with enthusiasm to the nearest acorn merchant and spends it all without a second thought. Now Sammy, you should understand, has a little problem. He's a spendthrift, a squirrel who cherishes the thrill of spending without giving much thought about what lies ahead. And this is where a tale of wisdom lessons begins to unfold. Sammy, with his deep love for acorns and an instinct for spending, frequently finds himself in a predicament of having no money. Picture him standing there, his eyes wide and filled with longing as he gazes at the acorns displayed in the market, his little heart yearning for them, but his pockets woefully empty. If only he had thought ahead and saved some of his money, he could buy those acorns that he treasures so much. However, let's take a step back and imagine a different scenario. A scenario where Sammy decided to take a more thoughtful approach with his money. Instead of impulsively spending every coin he gets, he could perhaps stash away some for later. He would still be able to buy his beloved acorns, just not all at once. Maybe, just maybe, he could even manage to save enough to buy that big juicy acorn he's been eyeing for a long time. The one that's a bit more expensive than the regular ones, but oh so worth it for its rich taste. By spending wisely, Sammy would always have enough money for an ample supply of his favorite acorns. Not only that, but with this new saving habit he could also afford other things that he might require or crave. Like a toasty warm blanket to shield himself from the biting cold of the winter nights, or a new, more secure hiding spot for his treasure, his acorns. So what wisdom can we glean from Sammy's tale? What's the essence of this small but significant story? It's all about balance. The balance between indulgence and prudence. Enjoying the things we love, the things that bring us joy, is vital for a happy life. But so is planning, thinking ahead for the future. By being smart and cautious with our money, we can ensure that we always have enough for our needs and wants. We can strike a balance between splurging on what makes us happy and saving for a comfortable future. And remember, it's never too early or too late to start learning about money, about spending and saving. Just like Sammy, we can all learn to spend wisely. With a little bit of foresight, planning and self-control, we can direct our money and not let it direct us. We can make our work for us instead of the other way around. If Sammy learns to spend wisely, he'll always have enough for his favorite acorns. You know what's more fulfilling than accumulating and preserving wealth? Distributing it. At first glance, you might think that idea seems profoundly peculiar, right? After all, we have invested so much energy discussing the critical aspects of earning and saving. However, allow us to introduce a different perspective. Sharing indeed plays a pivotal role in one's financial literacy journey. When we initiate conversations about money, it's not always about the amount we earn or how much we manage to save. It extends beyond that. The conversation expands to include how we utilize our wealth to enact change and positively impact those around us. That's precisely where the concept of sharing comes in. Consider this analogy. Imagine, if you will, that you have a massive, glistening apple. You then notice someone who's struggling with hunger. If you decide to share a portion of your apple, you're accomplishing two vital things. First, you're lending a helping hand in alleviating someone's immediate hunger. Second, you're likely to experience a surge of happiness and satisfaction, the kind that only generosity can bring. This is the beauty of sharing. It functions as a hidden superpower that we all possess, a special ability that enables us to spread joy and relief in someone else's life. By sharing, you transform into a miniature superhero, someone who steps up to make a difference. And let's be honest, who wouldn't want to embrace the chance of becoming a superhero? Sharing stands as a symbol of compassion and empathy, a testament to our shared humanity. When we share, we are saying that we see the other person, acknowledge their struggles, and are willing to lend a helping hand. It brings us closer, binds us together, and creates a network of support and understanding. It reinforces the fact that no one has to face their struggles alone. And so, in the grand scheme of things, sharing becomes more than just an act. It becomes a responsibility, a mission, a challenge. It transforms individuals, builds communities, and ultimately, reshapes the world. When we share, we make the world a happier place. So, embarking on the adventure of money management isn't so hard, is it? Let's pause for a while and trace the remarkable path we've explored. In the beginning, we discovered the enchanting aura of money, understanding its significance as a tool we earn by offering value. Think of money as the golden key that opens the enchanted castle of our needs and desires, a tool that allows us to acquire the things we need and want, an apparatus that makes the world more accessible to our grasps. Moving forward, we undertook the initial step of this amazing expedition by learning how to earn money responsibly. Whether it's contributing to household chores, setting up a lemonade stall in the scorching summer, or prudently saving birthday cash, we've the truth. Money isn't a tree that grows in the backyard. It's a reward for our industriousness, a token earned through the sweat of our brows and the sparks of our creativity. Our next stop in our journey introduced us to the sagacious owl, the guru of savings. We grasped that saving isn't about stockpiling every single penny like a miser. Rather, it's about reserving a part of what we earn for future uncertainties. In doing so, we're always ready for that unanticipated rainy day or the gleaming new toy we've been coveting. Our odyssey then navigated us to the enlightening story of the spendthrift squirrel, a story that imparted the significance of spending judiciously. We comprehended the hard that money, once spent, is gone forever. Hence, it's vital to ponder meticulously before separating from our laboriously earned bucks. In the end, we immersed ourselves in the delight of sharing. The act of giving isn't merely about money, it's a display of compassion, a gesture of assistance, and a significant contribution towards creating a better world. By sharing, we disseminate joy, and simultaneously learn to appreciate what we possess. These notions, earning, saving, spending wisely, and sharing, form the four sturdy pillars of money management. They're akin to the compass, map, backpack, and walking stick that guide us in our financial adventure. Just like any quest, it will be laden with captivating discoveries, unexpected twists, and occasionally a few tumbles. But remember, each stumble is a golden opportunity to learn and enhance ourselves. Remember, mastering money management is a great adventure, and you, young explorer, are ready to start your journey.